Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the stream. It's been a minute. It's been too long. I was away. I hope you didn't miss me too much. I missed you all very, very much. So without further ado, let's get my fat head on the screen. Was that better? Are we back? Are we so back? Did it work? So, that's the big news. Surgery, trading accounts, partnerships, whatever, it doesn't matter. The big news is that we have a new Twitch channel. And I don't want to, you know, if you haven't seen it yet, you should check it out. Because it's remarkably clean. Am I well? Yeah, so I am well. I am currently 3 weeks? No, 4 weeks. When did I have surgery? Yeah, it's been like 3-4 weeks since the surgery. And yeah, everything's alright. We're recovering. That's basically it. What's up, YouTube? What's up, my world? Can I explain my thoughts on why I pulled the trigger at 53k? Yeah, the long. Actually, I have that. Yeah, so this is breakout. We're nearly, we just need 10k to pass. It's just a one phase challenge account. So if I pass this, I just need another 750 buckaroonies. And actually more, because I think I had this position open for so long that I've ended up paying fees. Like 500 quid on fees. So actually more. We need like another $1,000 on BTC. And then I get a 100k funded account. To be fair, it was just a knife catch, and I got stopped out. Not on this account, but on my personal account, I got stopped out twice before that, so... It's not like this was my first attempt. This was my first attempt on breakout, though. Yeah, pretty good entry. What an entry, yeah. I mean, I should have gone bigger size, to be fair, but I absolutely thought we were going to go... I thought I was going to be in drawdown on this for a while. I kind of thought, when I saw all this momentum, I was thinking, yeah, we're going to go back to 50k probably, and then bounce. So I actually thought I was a bit early here. So yeah, let me talk about what we're going to do with this account. So I've loaded 10k into an account. It's actually a new account. So I took the 8 point something from the previous challenge, bumped it up to 10k, and put it into a fresh account. So it's brand new, so we'll get a nice shiny new equity curve. Don't want to force things, but want to be a little bit more aggressive with taking setups if we can. Time to get into the 5-second chart. Exactly. What time frames do you trade usually, and how long do you let the trade open if it gets no TPSL? What do you mean if it gets no TPSL? So my average trade time is like over a day. My average trade time is like anywhere between 36 to 72 hours. I don't know. I find I used to do a lot more like intraday scalping, but now I find I actually end up holding positions a little bit longer. I think that's just the evolution of my trading style. I think it's kind of the conditions as well, right? Like in this range, I've been discount the first like the first anchor points, let's say. I've been pretty active at inflection points, right? And not so active in the middle, which kind of just means that you're waiting a lot of the time, and it also means that if you catch these inflection point trades, you're kind of holding. Like if you long, like let's say that long that I caught, like if you fucking long this, like I don't know, I don't think you're closing here. You know, if I had taken that on my personal, you know, you're looking for this, you know, you're looking for this, in my opinion. So I definitely I have trades open longer now than I used to. Do you think the weekend gains will hold? So this seems to be, I would say, two fundamental catalysts. The first being that Germany have stopped fucking cheating. The fact that Germany sold, what was it, like 5 billion total? 4 billion? just under 4 billion. I'm not sure. The fact that they were doing a lot of cheating here and the market effectively absorbed it and has now bounced, it's pretty fucking bullish. Not gonna lie. The fact that we're at range lows also just, even if we do end up doing this, still a pretty big bounce. The second fundamental catalyst is Trump. I think now, whether or not it's true, the perception certainly seems to be now that he's more likely to win the race. Now, that might be a little bit echo chambery, because I think we all live in a bit of a bubble. There's a fair question, you know, how much does that shooting actually contribute to getting more votes? But for sure, it's a compelling narrative, you know, like the pictures that came out of that day. Man's willing to bleed for his country. Man's, you know, risking his life for his country. It's a compelling narrative. So whether or not it's true, it definitely seems in our little echo chamber that he's more likely to win now, which, you know, pro crypto president, more likely to win. You do the maths. So yeah, let's have a gander around the charts. Let me just kind of tell you what I'm looking at here. I really just don't see any shorts here. Just do not see any short setups. Maybe if we start coming up here and we do something, you know, show some signs of weakness, maybe. But at the moment, this is like textbook fucking range low reversal. This is looking an awful lot just like a deviation now. So I don't know. Something like this, I mean, you could definitely see it. What about the CME gap? Which one? The most recent one? This guy here? Yeah. What would that correspond with? That would just about correspond with this daily FPG, right? Daily FPG and CME together, maybe you get that. Although technically, you know, there'd be no break in structure there. It's still bearish. I think bulls would love to see this, honestly. Something like that. Any tips or resources for pure beginners? So something that I spent a lot of time doing when I was a beginner trader is saving down the charts of traders that I admired in the space. So the, you know, the guys, the likes of RecProof, the likes of CBS, the likes of Trader Main, Loma, even some Forex guys. At the time, there were a lot of Forex traders that I admired, and price action is price action, you know. Different markets, of course, and different price dynamics, but PA is PA. At the end of the day, if you can read one market, you can read another. I would save those charts down and I would study them at night. I would study them every day. I would read through them. And at first, you honestly, you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea what you're looking at. You're looking at this shit and you're seeing like, you're like, what the fuck is VAH? Like, what is this fucking volume? Like, what is a D1FVG? What is VAL? Like, what is this? What does he mean by this? You know, and like you have very low chart literacy, is what I would call it. And I remember thinking at the time, this is God's honest truth. I remember thinking at the time. So I play a lot of chess, as you guys probably know. My chess literacy is pretty good, right? I can look at a board, and within 2 or 3 seconds, I can understand the main motifs, the main, like, let's say, piece dynamics that are at play, right? Like that happens very quickly because I've built that board literacy up over decades, right? But that wasn't always the case, you know. When I was younger, that wasn't the case. I had very low literacy. And I remember saying to myself, I was like, it's gonna be like chess. It's gonna take a long time, but eventually you're gonna get better literacy. And sure enough, it fucking happened. So at the start, when I was looking at charts, I would literally have no idea what these people were looking for. I wouldn't know the terms. And little by little, you know, gradually that literacy level built up. And now, I would say the vast majority of price action charts, obviously there are guys who touch on, there are any number of analytical methods that I don't know about. But let's say the ones that I do know about, that I have studied, mostly relating to price action, I can usually tell what's going on in a few seconds, you know, and that comes with practice. That's not something that happens overnight. So chart literacy is an important one, and that'll help you when you're scanning through. That'll help you when you're scanning through your own charts. The ability to quickly ascertain whether there's anything actionable in a chart is super important, especially if you have, you know, 20 altcoins that you want to scan through first thing in the morning. The ability to see, is there something there that I want to trade? Is there something there that I want to have a closer look at? I think that's quite important, and that only comes with experience and time. And yeah, that kind of relates to then my second point. You know, you can't beat time in the charts, right? Yeah, separate to time spent analyzing others' charts, the charts of others, I think you also need to spend a lot of time charting yourself, right? You also need to spend a lot of time trading yourself. Like there's it's one of those things, like one of the best traders I know, Miz, you guys know him in Chroma. He has like probably tens of thousands of hours of chart time under his belt, right? He's the kind of guy, he will sit down and he will just look at low time frames for 12 hours, you know? And that's just the way he's rolled for the last, like, and he's only been trading since 2021. And he's better than a lot of guys I know with 3 times that experience. But that didn't happen overnight. That only came with time. So you really, I think a lot of newer traders get this impression, and rightly or wrongly, I think social media makes that impression quite pervasive. It kind of pushes this narrative that, you know, that everyone's successful and everyone's making money, but actually behind that success is a lot of hard work and dedication that you might not necessarily see. And I think that chart time, hours spent in the charts, figuring out what the fuck is going on, what are the markets doing here, what is the price action telling me, is there anything actionable, how do I execute, how do I analyze? I think that kind of time is worth its weight in gold, right? And I mean, I still do it now. I still find myself sharpening my analytical ability, my ability to discern what's going on in the chart. That even now, you know, if I take a few weeks off and then I get back in, I'll be rusty, but that'll sharpen up as I spend a few more hours in the charts. So yeah, those are the 2 things I would say. If you're, you know, as a beginner trader, save down the charts of traders that you admire, study them, and try and increase your chart literacy, trying to figure out what traders better than you are doing and what they're looking for. And the second thing is spend a lot of time in your own charts. Get your chart hours up, right? Not necessarily trading, you know, obviously the execution part comes at a certain time, but just getting your chart time up, right? Getting your first 100 hours in TradingView, your first 1,000 hours in TradingView. I guarantee you, you know, if you spend a few hours a day looking through TradingView, figuring out what's going on, that time, like, you'll see in a few months, it'll be night and day, the level of improvement. So I hope that helps. You know what? We'll do Jebs. We're looking at this. We're looking at all these up only coins, and Jeb shows me this. Jeb, I've picked things off the bottom of my shoe that look better than this. Why must you torture me with dog shit? There you go. Is this the is this what you wanted, Jeb? Is this a good chart markup? You let me know. Any alts which look prime to you that you'd want to buy spot on? I'm like almost fucking max allocation spot at the moment. I bought Arweave. Actually, my Arweave entry is now substantially lower because I got in at 20. Yeah, our entries on R have been fucking great. I added Ordi. Second entry was 30, so my average entry here is 35. So we're just a little bit in profit, around break even, but obviously now with a larger bag. Doge. I bought Doge a couple of weeks back. This is basically what I'm looking for. I bought at 1.1, so we're up like almost 10%. What else? Obviously I own Disgusting amount of render, a few on-chain plays, and then that's basically it. Yeah, WOO, obviously I still balls deep in WOO, even though it looks not good. Oh wow, look at sats. Okay, presumably that's the end of the uptrend now. We might short this thing. Okay, we're doing some emergency. We're gonna look for a little scalp. We're doing some emergency TA here. So we can do something like that. That was just futures selling though. No spot selling on that move down. What are we risking on these trades? Less than 100? 100? Yeah, 100. Can I get a fucking fill? I was not filled on WOO. Trading the fucking M1 on a shitcoin. It's obviously obviously where we want to be. Oh. Can I get a fucking fill on this trade? Bruh. Well, we're in now. Nothing we can do about it now. What's my risk? I'm only gonna risk like 1% on these trades for a while anyway, until we build up the account. I don't wanna risk like 10%, unless we see something really nice. But I don't wanna risk like 10% on the first trade and then get fucking blown out. But yeah, I actually don't like BTC here. I think it's gonna pump. I think it's gonna run the highs. I think it's gonna go. We need the sellers to come in now, yeah. I think this is gonna run the highs, and I think we're gonna get stopped out. We're printing, boys. We're printing. I feel like BTC is gonna send, not gonna lie. I might just close out my short. After moving 0.1 or. You know what? I'm just gonna close my short because my hands are made out of paper. Yeah. There you go. We're out. Yeah. Elite trader. We made 0. Actually, you got out 0.4 or. Let's go. Elite trader Follis strikes again. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I think shorts are fucked. I think this is gonna do this. If you're looking for shorts here, you wanted to see continuation here. This is like the opposite of that. I don't want to shock anyone. Let me just give you a quick. I don't want to shock anyone, but we just made $22 on the account. Your boy done did it again. Your boy done did it again. McDonald's on me tonight, boys. McDonald's on the house. Don't even pay attention to this. I just wanted to get out of the trade. This, to me, it's not what you want to see. So if you're shorting, it's really hard. If you have a upwards trending market like this and you're trying to catch the top, you're trying to catch an inflection point, you just want to see quicker sell-off. You want to see more evidence that buyers are stepping out and sellers are stepping in. This fucking shit, where we're just putting in higher highs and higher lows, that ain't it, in my opinion. This looks like it's getting ready for the next leg up. TBH. And yeah, this could go lower, but I just think that this coin is up 23% on the day. I don't think it's going to take much. Like BTC pops here, I don't think it's going to take much for it to do that. So look, fuck it. I wasn't comfy in the trade from the start. Counter trend trades like that, you kind of need to get something going pretty quickly. Patience works with pro trend trades. I think with counter trend trades, you have to be a little bit more ruthless when you're not getting the price action that you want to see. That's just my take on it. So look, if it goes lower, it goes lower. Like this is a good example. So we put in the high here. There's an immediate sell-off, and the next bounce, there's another immediate sell-off, right? And then even like, you know, there's a little bit of a bounce here, and then it's just sold off. That kind of sell pressure where buyers are covering, stepping out, and sellers are stepping in, that's effectively what you want to see. There's a paradigm shift. Here, you haven't gotten that. So it's the same thing. We took a high, there's a big sell-off. What happens at the next bounce? Does it get sold into? No. it starts accumulating, and it's struggling to put in new lows here. So that kind of shit to me is indicative of potentially another Lego. Not always the case, and this is the M1, so don't read too much into it. Someone asked me about my trading journey and the difficulties I faced. So yeah, to talk about my journey a little bit, I joined the top in 2021 and got destroyed. I bought the top on a load of alts. I made some newbie gains, and then I got confident, and then I like emptied my bank account, kind of, which is sounds so retarded to say it now, but things were different in 2021. Money was basically growing on trees. I lost everything. I lost almost everything. I was down to like my last like under 10k. I was down to like my last like 8 or 9k. And I was like, well, I either stop here, I either stop trading, go get a real job. I had a real job at the time. It was fund lawyer. Still am a qualified lawyer, but I don't practice. Or I could double down, and I ended up doubling down, and yeah, it paid. It worked out. It worked out. Made everything back within, I guess, a year and a bit, and then yeah, made it work, I guess, is the short version of it. Short version of events. Yeah, it took a while. It took like, I would say like 14 months, 15 months of hemorrhaging money before I got any kind of profitability going. Yeah, boys, BTC looks good. As I said, this looks more accumulative than distributive. Honestly, it's not the right PA for shorts. Like, look where I would have just been stopped out. I'll tell you what, boys. When you don't get the PA you want, just get the fuck out. Would have just been stopped. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this shit. Bros. Do we fade this? Holy shit. Yeah. Good exit on that one. Thing is, I just think this is such an obvious liquidity target. So I can draw a straight line. Like, it seems impossible that we wouldn't take it, right? Then maybe a look for breakdown, but before then, it's a risky proposition. Oh, BTC full send. What did I tell you, boys? That's so fucking important to know, especially if there's any newer traders in the chat. Holy shit, we're sending. Remember what I said? The difference between this PA, this reaction, and this reaction. In one of them, there was immediate follow through, and the next bounce was sold. In this one, there was no follow through, and the bounces were bought, actually, not sold. Okay, we're up 10k. We just need another 600. We're out. So we're up just under 10k here. Yeah, my TP for this trade is 60. Where is it? 64.4, basically. How's alt looking? How's Jeb's favorite coin looking? Oh wow. Very good. All right, Jeb. All right. All right. This is literally Jeb. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna call it there, guys, because we're going for like nearly 4 hours now. Yeah, it wasn't a bad stream at all. Caught a Sats short. I mean, wasn't the most pretty trade, but the fact that we got out just before it pumped is kind of nice.
Otherwise, I think there's a skill in that as well, recognizing when you're not getting the PA you want.
getting the fuck out. I don't think shorts are the play here at all until, at the very minimum, until we sweep this and show obvious signs of rejection. Even then, I think I'm looking to long. I'm looking to long if we come down, back down to like 60.5k. But yeah, thanks very much for joining, guys. It's nice to shake the cobwebs off. That was my first stream back after basically like a month off. To the YouTube fam, we're going to be getting a lot more content on YouTube, hopefully over the next few weeks. Once I secure an editor and once I get some edits going. So, happy days. In any case, boys, enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have a great one. And I will see you Wednesday at the same time, 1 p.m. UTC. Until then, take it easy. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Love you. Bye-bye. If you're not subscribed already, smash that like button. Hit that sub button. I don't know.